Oh dear. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another game of StarCraft 2 with StarCraft Inc. That's me. I'm him. I'm Incarnum. Let's move on. Quantic Illusion versus Liquid Hero. This is game 2. You guys have seen game 1, and if you haven't, I'll put a link in the description, unless of course you guys beat me to this video. When I upload videos, I don't like to put them on private and then upload them, because then they fall down on your subscription list and you could miss them. So I put them up, and you guys can find them before I get to it after it uploads. There's a chance of that, because I walk away from it while it uploads. It takes like 2 hours to upload, so yeah, I walk away from it. And if you guys watch it before I get back to it to put the links on it, I'm sorry. But I will try to put those links on there, so go check game 1 out if you haven't already. It was a long time ago. I've cast this game like 4 or 5 times now and had audio issues every single time, but it turns out I'm just a dumbass, and while I was sitting in my chair, I was fiddling with the piece on my microphone that turns the sound off, and well, I did that, and so there was no sound. But there's sound now, as you guys can hear, and it's going to be an epic game. I'm a little bit tired of watching it, but we'll go through this together. It's gonna be all right. So, in game 1, Quantic Illusion, he played a solid opening, contained Illusion into his base, or contained Hero into his base with this really cool Marine Hellion play that you would normally see against a Zerg player, not so much a Protoss player. But Hero just wasn't really ready for it, and was pressed into his base for a long time. However, Quantic Illusion still made the decision to go into Bio after that build, and it made his upgrades and his army size really late, because he stayed on those Hellions for quite some time, took a lot of command centers, and he took a I wasn't a fan of that. And eventually he just didn't tech switch in time, and Hero overran him and took game 1. So game 2 will wow, that was lucky timed Marine. But anyway, yeah, we'll see how Illusion handles game 2. Liquid Hero looking pretty standard, going for that fast expansion, and Illusion doing the same. And this is a very different playstyle from Illusion than game 1, because yeah, I know he went for a really late expansion with the factory tech in front. And so this is going to be a macro game, it looks like it, and I'm pretty excited to see that. Again? So Cybercore goes down, and we're going to just go smoothly into this game, so that eliminates any kind of 2-gate or anything like that, but you guys know that. Unless you're like a first-time StarCraft watcher. If so, I am not the right person to watch, because I don't explain very much at all. And anything I do talk about is kind of coming from like a low masters, high diamond perspective. Like I don't really talk about the basics. I'm not going to talk about your hotkeys and your control groups or anything like that. And you know, the very, very, very fundamentals. I'm going to talk about a little bit more beyond that, beyond the stuff you should worry about. That was a good spot by Quantic Illusion, and a good scouting by Hero as well. Good position to put your probe to spot the expansion, and always check that space, because a good player will always put his worker or some sort of spotting there to know if you're expanding. Like I know I almost always put a probe there. Check out the Ninja expansion from Illusion. That's awesome. But at the same time, man, that's a big deal, because Liquid Hero... Okay, here's the ups and downs of this situation. Actually, Hero's going in here with his Lone Zealot, gonna try to stop the bunker. I don't know why, but anyway, here's the thing. Hero will not be able to walk in here and see that there's a third. So Hero's like, look at this. He's checking for the third. He came over here to see the kind of the unit count, and there's a stalker here to poke. Yeah, he's looking around. He's like, oh, there's no third, you know. But he saw a low unit count, and that's why Hero's taking this third, I think. There was not many Marines there. No Marauders. That tells you that either this guy's going to tech up hard, or he's got something going on. There's a command center back in here building, something like that. There just wasn't enough units at the front door. Right now, Quantic Illusion walks in an SCV down here to check for a third, and he sees a third, but Hero saw where that SCV came from. And I think we're gonna see this. This Zealot's gonna. It might go check for this. Honestly, But we do have, this is an orbital now. It's cranking out SCVs. He's getting mule usage out of it. But here we have Hero with this third. And Illusion has a third too, but he can't saturate it properly. And he'll never be able to defend it when Hero spots it. Like, look at this. We've got Hero Zealot going up here. Like, I mean, Grandmaster level scouting is too good to get away with stuff like this. It's just, there's no way. So with a full understanding of the game, Hero knew something was up. There weren't enough Marines at this door. There should have been so many more, right? Like a command center is another 8 Marines. So yeah, no, it was pretty obvious that something was going on, and so that's why Hero's wandering the map looking for that shit, and why he felt safe taking a third. So we are going to see another command center, and really nothing's going to be able to kill this orbital, but it's kind of useless until it lands. He's not getting mining time from it. He can't cast the mules, and but we're going to see like a burst income here if Illusion can take this expansion and this expansion. He's going to be on 4 bases, nice and comfy and pretty early still. We're only at the 8-minute mark, but with Illusion kind of struggling to get these command centers up, struggling to feel safe. He's behind in tech. He's got this factory going up now, so it looks like he might be able to get that medevac tech out just after the 10-minute mark, and 10 minutes is pretty standard, but this is going to take over a minute to build. Oh, not quite a minute. It's only 50 seconds. So we're going to see 50-second time on here, and a medevac will show up shortly after the 10-minute mark. So, Liquid Hero doing a pretty good job of, you know, just standing up in front of the Terran base and, you know, making sure scouting doesn't get out. This is his map control. It's pretty beautiful if you ask me. An observer coming out, and this lands now. We're gonna see a dump of mules here soon. Come on, use your energy. I mean, there's no reason not to. A big ball of bio coming out of this base, and interested to see what Illusion does with this. The Stalkers, man, great map spotting by Hero, able to pull his Stalkers out before they get caught by the concussive shells. And so he will get these 2 Stalkers home safely, but it's just incredible that he was watching the minimap every second to make sure that those 2 Stalkers didn't die a horrible death. And is this probe going to come down here and take... Oh, it's just looks like just going to be a proxy pylon. I'll never understand this location for a proxy, just because it's like right in the path. You can't walk through this space without seeing that pylon. We are going to see right now. Oh dear. I think that Illusion thinks that these Stalkers are part of the entire army. I think he doesn't realize that there's only 4. Now there's 7 and a Zealot. He pulls back because he thinks there's more, but look at Hero pulling the stops, man! He's got Blink, he gets those Stalkers away safely, and sandwiches this Terran army. Stim about to wear off. There we go, we see forcing another Stim, gonna try to get into the mineral line, killing 2 probes, but then being forced to turn around and fight as a huge warp in of units cleans that up, and we have a large army to basically a piddly little reinforced army. This is not enough to fight Hero right now. Hero picking up a tremendous lead. He is at 132 supply to 129. If we go to the income tab, we're seeing 70 harvesters and 72, so Illusion is holding in quite nicely on the income side of things. We'll be able to reinforce over and over again quite wonderfully. Evening out the supply count just a little. Liquid Hero warping in some more units. Here he goes with the Guardian shield up, going to engage this army with Blink. Gonna be quite fine, I think. Just enough Zealots in his army to tank, you know, moderately. Beautiful force fields, catching a lot of units, and we'll be able to just peel this army apart. Very aggressive Blinks, getting right up into their face. No upgrades though. We're at 13 minutes and absolutely no weapons or armor upgrades. Well, Illusion does have those upgrades. We do have the Blink upgrade though, which makes this army still a formidable weapon. And a couple, medevac goes down. A couple medevacs here and there, but he keeps losing them every time he gets in an engagement. And will Illusion lose this 4th? That would not be a good moment for him. And his Zealots are kind of on the wrong side of his army here. And Hero doing a lot of damage here. You know, cutting out supply is something that Illusion can't really afford to lose. He needs to constantly recap in order to deal with this army, as it's bigger than his even supply max. Liquid Hero is at 156 supply, which is more than Illusion's supply max is even capable of reaching at this point. He needs more supply depots. He needs more army. He needs, you know, this is a surround that Hero does not want to be in. He's got Blink, but his cooldown was wasted, and he's forced to fight with a surrounding, you know, there was a surrounding. Wow! All the Marauders that just showed up, not a matchup that these Stalkers want to be a part of. A huge warp in of more Stalkers, but that's just so many Marauders that showed up there. And, you know, Liquid Hero's army is starting to get pretty soft. So Quantic Illusion actually managed to hold this command center, lost all the kind of the stuff surrounding it, but, you know, it could be worse, man. It could be worse. Taking a look at the income tab, we did lose quite a few SCVs there, so we're seeing 83 Harvesters to 66, but 83, that's oversaturation on 3 bases, man. Hero needs another Nexus, and especially since he's going to be mined out at his main here soon. So very much committing to a big gateway army here. And seeing Illusion on this many bases, man, with just pure bio and with an upgrade advantage too, although he's kind of stopped getting his upgrades. Okay, there we go. No, there's more half done. Hero's still on no upgrades though, and working on Zealot legs. Those Zealots do need charge. He's getting his 1-1. And there's a High Templar in the army, and a storm goes down and just soaks the Terran army. Beautiful storm, and you know, he's just like, I'm gonna sit here and splash around a bit. And, yeah, he just kind of stands in it. But Illusion, no, man, tearing apart these Zealots. The Stalkers can't really DPS competitively with a Terran Bio Ball of Marauders and Stim. Like, just the Stalkers don't compete with that. It's the Zealots that's keeping Hero's composition in this, and those storms, man. Those storms do so much damage, but look at the reinforcements for Illusion. He's shitting out people. It's just, I don't understand. It's just like, you know, human diarrhea. I'm sorry, man. Sorry you have to go through that. Storm on the army! Awesome storm! Archon's doing a shitload of damage. Blink Stalker's doing a shitload of damage. We'll be able to tag these, ooh, and here come the charge lots. He does manage to swat those Archons. Reinforcements for Illusion are insane! Look at that reinforce! Oh my god! His reinforcements were bigger than the army itself. And oh my god, Liquid Hero forced to run away. Look at these Stalkers! They're pushing the Archon so that the Archon can get home just as fast. Oh, that was awesome! Yeah, so that was cool. Tips and tricks for you guys. Liquid Hero, man, I really doubt he did that on purpose. I really doubt that he did that on purpose. Taking this forward Nexus here, it's the closest one. It really is. It's a shitty map for taking your 4th. There's no really nice option. I mean, unless you have Blink, you can't get down here really quick, and you don't want to go there without your Zealots if you're against like a Marauder drop sort of thing. And here we go! Oh, the High Templar get caught! He gets all of the High Templar. Doesn't even need Ghosts to do it. But man, I don't know. Illusion just like hates using Ghosts or something, because he doesn't get them. And we do see a drop or a run by or something here. I'm not sure how they got here. Could be a drop. Could have been a run by. Just sitting in that little wedge there, preventing the Zealots from doing any damage, swatting the, oh my god, he just let those bio kind of peel him apart a bit there while he tried to swat this medevac. Didn't even quite get it. And we do have a ragtag force of units over here being healed up by that medevac and playing brilliantly right now. Illusion is just reinforcing himself wonderfully, dropping Hero just where it needs to happen, and 83, we're still seeing that income advantage. Actually, I'd like to see, despite being 20 SCVs behind though, he's still ahead in mineral income, that's for sure. Not so much in gas though. But I mean, this bio army is not really gas intensive. And wow, another High Templar goes down for free before even using its storm, realizing he's got units in the medevac here, and he will not do any damage to the line. Ooh, here comes the Titan of Protoss, the Colossus, coming in to deal with this drop with Zealots in front. The Terran army is forced to pull away, and we do have a second engagement up here. Storm, and just look at Illusion pull his units apart and just split in every which way. Another storm goes down, but this time he stands in it. It's good for his prostate or something. I don't even know. Feedback going down on those medevacs, stopping them from healing at all. Zealots cutting up the Marauders on the ground. The medevacs do load up and pull away, but it's a little too late. They lost a lot of stuff. These medevacs, man, I see Terran. Make sure your medevacs are hotkeys, man. I see Terran doing some really sloppy things with their medevacs all the time. And yeah, just if they're not dead, you gotta save them, man. Every medevac counts, especially while they're floating in the middle of nowhere, accruing energy. And we have another mini drop here, not enough to do substantial damage. A tiny Warpin and Zealots forced over here, so that's great. That won't join the main army, but we do have some aggression here from Hero, doing some damage to the mineral line of Illusion. And we have Ghosts somewhere. There was a scan because, yeah, I don't even know. There's ghosts somewhere. There. Look at all those ghosts. And here we go. Yeah. Yeah, guys. Yeah. So, yeah, pretty decent army. He's against Colossus now, though. 3 of them. And as far as I know, he's 2-2. It's not amazing upgrades, but, I mean, it's 1 away. He's only 1 behind. And he's got not enough Vikings, not enough medevacs. This is a bio army without the support. He's got 2 Vikings, 1 medevac. And he's against a Colossus Storm army. But I mean, it's a bigger army for sure. Although Hero's got bigger supply. I think he's got army back at home and more harvesters. Remember, he's got like 20 more harvesters. So that makes up for the supply difference. So yeah, Hero's army is, oh god. See the support that is coming here. More Eye Templar, more Colossus. The Vikings do swat 1 Colossus, but 1 joins the army again anyway. Storm going down, softening up those high. Oh my god! Look at all the ghosts that died there. Holy shit. And another Storm goes down, getting all of the ghosts except for 2. He's lost like 12 ghosts to Storm in the last 20 seconds. Holy shit. So we do have Colossus doing some damage here. The Marauders thought they were gonna try to pick this guy off, but they didn't quite get him. And this army is looking worse for wear here. I think no health and not enough medevacs to do the job. And we do see Hero's army kind of sweeping down in here. Had he moved forward a little bit faster, he could have caught this army, and it would not have been a fair fight at all. We do have this planetary fortress. I think the wrong building is a planetary fortress at this point. In fact, they both need to be PFs at this point. He can't fight this army without some extra firepower. He needs to stop it with the mules. He needs to think about defense here for a minute because he's about to be overrun. There's a big army here. Nice supply of medevacs this time around. But I mean, medevacs don't do shit if your army's getting 1 shot between the Archons, the High Templar, and the Colossus. So you really need to think about getting something, you know, a little more DPS output here. You need to melt those Zealots. You need to take out the heavy hitters, you know, the Colossus and the Archons. But you know, Battle Hellion Marine, and then the new mech unit, the anti-tank mech unit. I think that'll really handle this combination right here. Anti-tank unit will take out the Colossus just fine, and the Battle Hellion Marine will be able to swat the Archons pretty good, because I mean the Archons won't be that great against the Battle Hellions. And so you'll be able to deal with the Zealot Archon pretty nicely. And so we're seeing Illusion take this base out here pretty uncontested. There was no army down here for Hero, but Hero takes this out just like freaking easy as pie, and is just slowly wandering across Illusion's base. And there's no army here to contend either. Like, we got 2 Vikings here taking pot shots at the Colossus. The Colossus is like, I'm going to get you with my face! And he tries to run up the cliff, and then the Stalkers take the kill on him. You know, Hero's Colossus are a little bit sad about it, but at the end of the day, you just gotta remember you're a Colossus. Cancel of a warp in here. Pylons, you know, Pylon's good unit. Need them for warp ins. I don't have them. Can't warp in. Sorry. So Illusion, you know what? Yeah. I'm gonna hit the F key while I take a drink of my cola. So there's a High Templar that's not using Storm, and it's gonna. Oh, the Storm goes down right before it dies, and we've got like no Oh my god, this Terran army is getting tiny. I don't know why Hero keeps doing this. Like, I'm gonna warp in right on top of you.
So you can see me and shoot me before I'm ready.
Yeah, that's... I'm sure Hero doesn't talk like that. We've got another little push over here on the left side, and, you know, Hero's gonna come over here and he's gonna deal with that. And I'm gonna talk in a high-pitched voice and really feel that. I just... Yeah, okay. Well, he's gonna call GG, and that's gonna be the end of the game. I'm Mrs. Sen Cardinal, and you're watching StarCraft Inc. And I drunk really fast when I'm on caffeine, but I don't really have any more caffeine. I do. Sugar, caffeine, and Coke. I love Coke. I should sponsor them. Wait, they should sponsor me. That's the one. They should sponsor me. Yeah, I said it fast, but I'm going to say it slow for those of you who don't listen at Mach 3. I'm Mrs. Sen Cardinal. You're watching StarCraft Inc. You should subscribe to my channel or click that like button if you haven't already. I'll see you guys next time. That's my outro theme song.